Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to No Holds Barred, presented by ECW. We are live in Saginaw, Michigan. We have an action-packed show for you here tonight. All the ECW titles on the line. But right now, we're going to decide who the future #1 contenders for the ECW Tag Team Champions will be. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Elimination Tag Team action to decide who will be the #1 contenders for the ECW Tag titles moving forward. Here come Adam and Tommy, the Power Rangers as they call themselves. Very athletic young men, martial arts backgrounds. They seem to be very fond of the color green. And they are going to be locking up with the General and the Admiral. And there we see they've gone through what they call their morphing phase, now in their ring gear. And here come the Admiral on the left, on the right, and the General on the left. All four of these competitors, both in tag team action and singles action, have been very dominant since debuting. So the question is, who's going to give tonight? Who's going to lose? The immovable force meeting the immovable object. Irresistible force. However the stupid saying goes, you know what I mean. It's going to be a brawl, people. It's going to be a brawl. The teams are ready to go. And here we are. Adam starting things off with the Admiral and a nice European uppercut and a Thez press now, taking him right to the ground, starting things off early. The Admiral was on KKW last night, suffered bruised ribs. We have to hope that he's going to be able to make it through this match without suffering further injury. It was considered a minor injury. They wrapped his ribs and sent him off to wrestle. We can hope that the Power Rangers don't know about that injury, but if they've done their homework, then they surely will. And a knee lift. And a nice vertical suplex from Adam. So far, I can't yet tell if they are actually aware of the damaged ribs or not. Why the Admiral is starting this matchup when he is injured, I do not know. And now a Bulldog. Adam in control here. Ooh, and a knee to the back. And stomping on the back. And now attacking the arm. And folding up the arm and stomping on it. The Admiral battling back now with a shoulder block. The Admiral smartly going for a tag, tagging in the General. And a Thez press from Adam Park. And now Adam locking in the camel clutch. Does he think he's going to make the General tap, or is he just trying to do damage here? I'm not sure what it is that he's thinking. The General able to fight out, and he brings all his weight down on Adam. All the General's weight isn't really all that much, though. He's very trim, very lean. and very fast as Adam able to reverse and once again be in control. Nice arm drag takeover from the General, very technically sound. And now a knee lift right to the face, or to the helmet, I should say. I still say these Power Rangers shouldn't be allowed to wear helmets in the ring, but I've been overruled with a fireman's carry from the General. And a nice DDT. The General to the top rope now. And a nice missile drop kick. And the General in control here of Adam Park. But Adam with a jawbreaker. General able to get out of the hold there. But again, Adam with the lockup and a nice back elbow and a quick roll up. Referee in position 1. And not enough. And Adam with the fist drop and a kick right to the spine. And now a leg scissor, head scissor with the legs and elbows driven into the face of the General. And a knee dropped across the back of the head. And now a knee across the throat. Adam just focusing his offense on the head of the General. But the General battling back now. A nice European uppercut. Adam backing up. And Adam with that forearm shot. Taking the General down once again. And Adam going for the stump puller. This is a submission maneuver. No, not enough damage done. And the General gets out. And a jawbreaker from the General. General in control of this match. No, Adam with the reversal right into the pin. Right into the pin. Referee in position 1, 2, and the General kicked out. Referee was slow getting into the position there. If he'd been paying attention, this one might have been over. Well, at least the General might have been eliminated. This is an elimination tag team match, ladies and gentlemen. I must reiterate. It's also the only match on our card not contested under Extreme Rules. Whoa, the General ducked that one, and he pelts at him in the back of the head. And now Snake Eyes. Adam able to regain his composure, sends the General out and brings him in the hard way. And there's a back elbow. And now a knee to the gut and just stomping away at the chest of the General. This has really broke down into a brawl here. And there's a nice arm wringer. Fireman's carry. Adam showing off some technical ability here. And there's the back wheel trip by the General. Adam sends the General into the corner there. And shoulder first into the ring post. Oh, and a hip attack. The General is in a bad way. Nice hip toss there. Old school style hip toss. Single leg takedown followed by a stump puller. Oh, and there's that back elbow again, and going immediately to the quick roll up. 1, 2, and the Admiral breaks it up. And the General appears to be bleeding as the Admiral taking advantage with a back suplex on Adam. But Adam's still in this, fighting out. And there's an arm wringer and a leg drop across the bicep. Nice arm breaker there. It takes him down. And the knee breaker. Adam assaulting the entire body of the General. And the General battling back with that side Russian leg sweep. And he sends the General over the top. And again, bringing him in the hard way. Adam takes him down. We got a Fujiwara armbar here. Is the General going to tap out? The General able to get out of this Fujiwara armbar. Holy crap. What a maneuver from the General. And a snap suplex from the General. Adam sends General into the corner and follows in with the clothesline. He pulls the man back to his feet. And now a snap suplex. Every time we think the General's out of it, he comes back. And I think Adam might be getting frustrated as we've seen him start going for more of what you would consider power moves, more moves that might be more devastating. He may not be content with winning anymore. He might want to hurt his opponent now. And there's a jawbreaker from the General. General shoots him off into the corner. But Adam able to avoid the double team, but the General avoided the attack from Adam. And more damage to the back of the General. And a fireman's carry from the General. The old man is still in this thing. Adam shoots him off. And it looked like he was going for a belly to belly, but the General fighting out. And Adam going for a neck breaker there. No, couldn't get his forearm shot either, but now he got it. What a back and forth we have here in this matchup. And a neck breaker from Adam on the General now. Adam having a lot of trouble maintaining control of this matchup. Northern Light suplex, but he was too close to the ropes. General had his arm under the ropes. And a nice power slam right into a pin. 1, 2, and the General kicked out. And now the Admiral taking a cheap shot on Adam Park. Both legal men are down. Adam trying to crawl to his feet now. But the General makes it to his feet first. Adam recovered, shoots him off. Oh, again, going for that belly to belly, and again, the General had it well scouted. And a jawbreaker from Adam. And a belly to belly suplex. Adam's got him up, and a gut buster. Adam pulls him to his feet. And a DDT! Adam going for the pin. 1, 2, and Tommy was able to get the Admiral out of the ring, but it wasn't enough. The General still kicked out. Mukanachu driver. 1, 2, 3, 3. The General has been eliminated. Tommy Oliver with a Thez press on the Admiral. Adam Park trying to pull the Admiral to his feet. Admiral shoots Park off into the corner. Big boot out of the corner there. And is he going for it again? Another another driver. 1, 2, and not enough. The Admiral kicks out. Admiral shoots him off into the corner there. Ooh, repeated kicks to the face from the Admiral. Adam battling back once again. And Admiral shot into the corner. And there's a tag. Double super kick from the Power Rangers. Tommy now legal, and Tommy going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. We have new #1 contenders. The question is, who will be the champions when they challenge? This was an exciting elimination tag team matchup. Back and forth for most of the match between the General and Adam Park. Two master technicians trying to take advantage of each other. See here the quick roll up. Adam trying to get the pin. Not possible. The General would battle back later on with this jawbreaker. And then looked like he was going for a power bomb, but Adam able to use his momentum to sunset flip the General into a pin, and the referee wasn't paying attention. If the ref had been paying attention here, I think that the General would have been eliminated far earlier. That whole extra second it took him to get into position really would have made a difference. And here we see again another quick roll-up from Adam Park. But again, this one would be broken up by the Admiral, but the driver here would put away the General. Well, excuse me, he kicked out of that one, but the driver did put him away next time. But this was what ended the match for good. The double super kick from the Power Rangers, and then Tommy Oliver with the pin on the Admiral. And here are your #1 contenders. The question is, who will be the champions when they challenge? Who will be the champion? Will it be the Usos, or will it be the Eliminators? We're going to find out later tonight. All right, up next we have a last man standing match to decide who will be the #1 contender for the ECW World Television Champion come next month at the Barely Legal pay-per-view. This is a last man standing match between Goku and one half of the Raw Tag Team Champions, Oki. And here we go, our last man standing match. The competitors on their way. On his way to the ring right now, we have Goku. Goku makes his home in Japan. Martial arts background. He makes his home in Japan, but apparently he is not Japanese, even though he grew up there. He said he is a Saiyan. I asked him where that's from, and he didn't answer me, so I don't know. But we have seen his son Gohan in action before over on KKW. Very interested to see what Goku is going to do tonight here against Oki. And here comes Oki. Oki, of course, a member of the Bikers faction. In case you were wondering why he's riding down here on a bike. Oki won half of the Raw Tag Team Champions. Goku ready. Apparently the hair change that seems to occur naturally with him and his son Gohan has something to do with their internal power or some such mumbo jumbo. And Oki with a bat, and Goku takes the bat away, and Goku whacks Oki with the bat. Not always a good idea to bring a foreign object into the ring. Goku throwing the bat down. Maybe he was just upset that Oki stooped to that level. And now Goku assaulting Oki with those right hands. Nice open palm slap, followed by a right hand. Oh, and Oki caught the kick, but got an enziguri for his trouble. Nice chop there, and a spinning forearm. Goku is taking Oki apart here. Oh, and a nice enziguri. And another enziguri. Ooh. And repeated strikes from Goku, just taking Oki down. And he clotheslines him over the top. Oh, Goku might be looking to fly, and a plancha takes Oki down. Look at that form. Insane. And Goku inside. Referee starting his count. Referee up to 5. I would be surprised if that plancha was enough to get the job done against Oki. Oki's getting up, and a corkscrew slingshot over the top rope, and Goku lands on Oki again. And another enziguri. Goku likes those enziguris, doesn't he? Oh. And a Pele kick. Nice elbow to the back of the head there. Oh, and Oki battling back now. Goku with an arm drag takeover. And a snap suplex. Oki has had little to no offense in this matchup. He's just being taken apart here. Dragon screw. And another blitz. Just taking Oki down. Goku tearing apart this announce table as the referee begins his count. Goku breaking the count, pulling Oki to his feet. This does not bode well for Oki. Oh, and Oki sends Goku into the table now. Oh, but Goku battles back with that knee and sends Oki right back into the table now. And again, Oki trying to get away from the table, but to no avail. Now Oki laid out on the table and a stiff punch from Goku. Oh no, Goku's back in the ring. He's on the top turnbuckle moonsault! A moonsault from the top turnbuckle to the announce table. I don't know how Goku's walking after that. And I don't know if Oki's gonna get up. Referees count up to 6. Goku back in the ring. 9. And there is our #1 contender. He will battle for the ECW Television Championship at Barely Legal. The question is, who will be the champion? We'll find out in our TLC Fatal 4-Way later tonight. Look at this again. This is what ended this match. That moonsault. What a moonsault. And Oki just was not able to get back to his feet by the count of 10. I just put him down for the count. Goku is our #1 contender. Very impressive. Up next, we have a triple threat table match to decide who will be challenging for the ECW World title at Barely Legal next month. We have Mustafa Saeed making his return to ECW, taking on the Chief and Officer Moron. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our final #1 contenders match for the evening. And here comes Mustafa Saeed. He's looking to win this triple threat tables match and go on to challenge for the ECW World title. Mustafa, of course, one half of the Gangsters, former ECW Tag Team Champions. Mustafa looks ready. And here comes the Chief. The Chief looking to make his presence felt here in this triple threat tables match. Just imagine all the dangers of a triple threat match, except the only way to win is to put your opponent through a table. Safe to say whoever wins this match will definitely deserve their shot at the world title. And here comes Officer Moron making his way to the ring. The first man to put one of his opponents through a table will be the victor, will be the #1 contender. And these men are ready to go. And a super kick right out of the gate from the Chief onto Mustafa Saeed. And now he's the decapitator as Officer Moron has brought in the table. And now Moron leveled with a super kick to the back of the head. And a nice vertical suplex onto Mustafa Saeed. And the Chief is just on fire here as he runs through Officer Moron, back to Mustafa Saeed, and back to Moron again. And the Chief is feeling it, but he better not be celebrating so quickly. Another belly-to-belly, this time on Officer Moron, and he goes right after Saeed now. German suplex onto Saeed. Mustafa Saeed shoots the Chief off it and sends him to the floor. Saeed now sending Moron for the ride and back into the ring with Saeed. And the Chief right after Saeed. Chief setting up the table in the corner there. And the Chief with a chop. And now Moron attacking the leg of Saeed. And a belly-to-belly suplex. Moron sends Chief into the ropes. Oh, and the Chief hangs him out to dry on the top rope. Oh my God. Lucky for Moron, that table went outside the ring. Mustafa with a great clothesline there, and Chief rolling out of the ring to recover. Moron and Saeed going at it in the ring now. Moron's got Saeed tied up in the tree of woe, but Saeed battling out. And again, Saeed sent into the corner. Moron's got him up on the top rope now. Looks like he's going for the big super back body drop, and he got it. Saeed rolling to the floor, and the Chief sending Moron for a ride. And a back suplex to Moron. Chief sending Moron to the outside, and a corkscrew slingshot. And Moron with a fireman's carry, battling back, trying to stay in this matchup. Jawbreaker from the Chief. Officer Moron is primed on that ring post now, and the Chief looks like he's got some evil intentions here. And he crushes his head in between. The Saeed coming outside now, but the Chief was ready. He sent Saeed back into the ring. Springboard elbow drop. And Saeed battling back now with the arm breaker. And he meets Moron with a boot. And a straight jacket DDT on Mustafa Saeed from the Chief. Normally this is when he would go for the pin, but this isn't that kind of match. And now Officer Moron rolling to the outside. The Chief has Saeed, and he's got him up against the table now. And he just bounces Saeed off of the table there. And he sends Saeed to the outside. The Chief standing alone in the ring. Officer Moron back to his feet on the outside. Officer Moron trying to stay away from that table, and I can't blame him. That's how you lose the match. And again, Officer Moron battling away from that table. And the Chief! Officer Moron put Chief through the table. I can't believe that the Chief was dominating this matchup from the word go. But that's the danger of a table match. It only takes one mistake. And this powerbomb through the table, and Officer Moron is the #1 contender. Imagine that. At Barely Legal, we could end up with a champion named Moron. God help us. All right, ladies and gentlemen, up next, our ECW World Tag Team Championships are on the line. The Eliminators, Perry Saturn and John Kronos, are challenging the Usos, the reigning champions, in an Extreme Rules match. And it is tag team title match time. Tornado tag, Extreme Rules, and here come the challengers, the Eliminators. Perry Saturn on the left, John Kronos on the right. Can they leave with the gold tonight? They've held the ECW Tag Team Championships before. Can they do it again? And here come the ECW Tag Team Champions, the Usos. One of the most decorated tag teams in competition today. Former WWE Tag Team Champions, former SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions, former Raw Tag Team Champions, KKW Tag Team Champions, and of course, ECW Tag Team Champions. The Eliminators are ready. Usos handing the belts over to the referee. Will it be for the last time? The referee holds up the gold. That's what this match is about. That's what these men are going to endure this punishment for. And here we go. And there was... you're going to have to forgive me. I mixed Jimmy and Jay up a lot. I believe it's Jimmy Uso on the outside with Perry Saturn. John Kronos with Jay on the inside. going to be a struggle to keep track of all 4 men in this matchup. I'm going to do the best I can, ladies and gentlemen. Bear with me. There's no count out in this matchup, as I'm sure you already know, as Jimmy taking it to Perry Saturn on the outside and Kronos all over Jay on the inside. Jimmy looking for a toy. And he's got a Singapore cane. Perry Saturn, no stranger to Singapore canes, able to get it away from him and use it himself, but Jimmy is quick. He's been able to avoid the cane so far, and a bulldog from Jimmy as Jay hits that full Nelson bomb on the inside, and now Jimmy on the outside lighting up Perry Saturn with that Singapore cane. And now Kronos and Jay are on the outside as well, on the opposite side of the ring. And another bulldog from Jimmy Uso. And Jimmy going back to work with that Singapore cane, but no, Saturn has it again. Another shot across the midsection, and Jimmy able to move. And now it's Jimmy getting the cane back, and right across the head. Saturn sends Jimmy into the barricade. Jimmy able to battle out. Now sending Saturn into the barricade. Repeatedly. And now Jay going for the pin. Unable to get the pin. John Kronos kicked out. Jimmy on the outside trying to do damage to Perry Saturn. Uh-oh. And Jimmy spears Saturn through the barricade. The crowd is loving this. And John Kronos working over Jey Uso on the inside. But Jimmy has that Singapore cane. And he just wails Kronos from behind. And now he's lighting Kronos up with that Singapore cane. And Jay going for the pin now. Saturn on the way in. Ooh, and Saturn able to get the but no, Jimmy with the go behind. And an atomic drop to Perry Saturn. Perry Saturn with the offense, but no, Jimmy battling back. Jey Uso up top. Jay with the diving headbutt. And another atomic drop onto Perry Saturn. Saturn with the jawbreaker. Jay's got Kronos up for the Samoan drop. Jimmy hit the headbutt. Jimmy going for the pin. 1, 2, and Saturn able to kick out. A nice basement drop kick by Jay onto Kronos, and Jimmy's got Saturn pinned. Where the hell is the referee? 1, 2, 3. The Usos retain. A successful title defense for the Usos. This one was hard to keep track of, ladies and gentlemen. Holy cow. This was a pin attempt on the inside from Jey Uso, trying to get the pin on John Kronos. Only got a 1 count. Here we see Jimmy spearing Perry Saturn through the barricade on the outside. He would then come inside the ring with the Singapore cane and help his brother, lighting up Kronos with the Singapore cane. Jay would go for the pin there, but unsuccessful as not enough damage had been done. Here we see the Samoan drop from Jay and the headbutt And then the pin attempt from Jimmy. But it wasn't enough. Perry Saturn with fight still left in him. But then this roll up, this victory roll from Jimmy Uso as Jay keeps Kronos busy. Got the 1, 2, 3. And still your ECW Tag Team Champions, the Usos. Up next, we have a TLC Fatal 4-Way for the ECW World Television Champion. Randy Orton defends against Matt Hardy, Aqualad, and Luigi. And here we go with this Fatal 4-Way TLC match for the ECW World Television Champion. Here comes Aqualad. Aqualad with a golden opportunity here tonight. Oh, and here comes Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy, of course, a very, very decorated superstar. Having held multiple tag team championships, as well as the United States Championship in the WWE. He's a former ECW World Heavyweight Champion. And now he's looking to add a new title to his trophy case in the ECW Television Championship. But he doesn't just have the champion to contend with. He's got 3 other competitors as well. And you can hear the people booing as here comes Luigi, a little too fascinated with his own